Well, good morning, everybody, and how are you? It is Monday, and today's letter begins and ends in M. How are your spirits today? When my morale is up and my hopes are high, I feel like I am standing on the top of the mountain and everything is possible. Watching the day dawn magnificently with a beautiful sunrise was absolutely breathtaking. I marvel in anticipation of an exciting new beginning to another magical week of my life. I am feeling fine as a fiddle, and that makes me smile all over. So, what's up with you? Um, I was thinking as I started today about uh, lessons learned through life and uh, what things I bring with me consistently always. And we don't talk very often about our morals, our faith, our values, but I tend to carry those forward, uh, as I think almost all of us do, that uh, lay in the background of who we are as people and inform the way we conduct ourselves in all aspects of our lives. And I got to reflecting while I was thinking about this, uh, and it's a good day, and I'm feeling so really good. Uh, what is my mantra when it comes to those parts of my life? What is it that is consistent and has remained consistent through my life? And uh, I was straightening out my little purse. I have a tiny little purse, and I was straightening that out, and I came across a clipping that I have carried with me since I was 14 years old. Uh, no matter what purse I use, this little clipping always gets transferred into that purse just to hold on to. And it is in many ways a mantra. And I think all of us have several mantras that we go to, but it is a mantra that I have used as a standard of conduct throughout my life. And it's very short, it's very simple. And all it says is, who dares another's name to stain, he shall not dine with me again. And basically, what that means to me is I detest gossip. I really don't like to hear gossip. And I try to avoid it at all cost. If someone tells me something negative about another person, I will go to that person and I will ask that person if it's true, because I don't understand why someone would be trying to put another person down for no, I just don't understand it. Uh, so uh, that was my mantra. And I think because I had a few people this week that had told me some things that I did not elicit, that I certainly did not solicit, and that I could have lived the rest of my life without hearing. That was really none of my business anyway, that this came up. So this made me start the week off a bit down in the mouth and moody. Uh, and that's not the tone I wish to set for the coming opportunities this week will unfold for me. Um, I like to start out uplifted and positive whenever possible. Bad things happen. We can't change the fact that bad things happen to good people, but we certainly can change the way we respond and do our best to help people when they're going through hard times. Uh, Also, things can be misunderstood. We use texting and words all the time when we're communicating in this particular environment. And sometimes our words, because people can't see our facial expressions, they can't see our body language, they can only see what is written on a piece of paper, which is really subject to interpretation, and sometimes the interpretation isn't what was really meant, but it is what the recipient thought the message was supposed to be. Uh, and that needs to be addressed quickly. If I say something that you think is out of character for me, ask me about it. It may not be what I meant to say at all. And Lord knows if it involved misspelling of words, it probably was incorrect because I am not the world's best speller. But address it quickly. Don't let it fester. Don't let it grow. Don't let it morph into something it was never, ever meant to be. And so that was why I was thinking the way I was as I got up this morning. Sometimes we drag with us mistakes made, wrong turns that uh, because we misread our life map and were misdirected to places we did not intend to go at all. And if we don't challenge those, if we don't call them out, we may mumble bumble around being misunderstood for months or even longer. So I find go directly to the source before you make draw any conclusions. The messages that we send ourselves at this particular type of time are critical. There is no point at all in maligning ourselves, in berating ourselves for mediocre efforts, in mucking about in the mud and mire of negativity. As I would forgive another, I must forgive myself and toss off all that detrimental malarkey that is spinning around in my head. And the best way is to search for the truth. Uh, some meltdowns are messy, and such mindless meddling in my mind does not manage to turn my mood in a positive direction. I must be my most magnanimous messenger, not my meanest enemy when things like this come up. Morbid, macabre thoughts get you nowhere. Thoughts of failure, misguided behavior, misinformation, misleading advice, misunderstandings probably need to be corrected much sooner than later. If not, they tend to multiply and the mess continues to grow. A misjudgment may even result in mistrust. And if you lose trust, it's extremely difficult to reestablish it. Maybe a confidence was mishandled. Maybe some moocher who wanted some part of your life for whatever reason took advantage of your trust, manipulated, or mocked you. That isn't acceptable behavior. And it is perfectly okay to acknowledge that as a part of managing feelings. Saying, why did you do that? What motivated you to do that? One thing I know for sure is do not bottle things up inside and allow them to fester. Forgive what you can wherever you can for your sake. You will free yourself from all of the negativity and the excess baggage of missed communications when you do that. Take time to meditate on what you can't release yet. You may not be able to forgive instantly, but you can think on it and try to make some sense of the motivation of whoever was meddling in the affairs of your life that were not your business or the affairs of other lives. Do not let it hold on to your progress like a magnet. It's like, I'm just going to suck you in here and stick you to this thought, and you're not going to be able to release it. You're just going to carry it forward and always be filled with a sense of doubt. It's totally unhelpful. Um, this is the time when I feel the need to call upon a mentor to get their insight and perhaps even a new perspective, a new way of looking at whatever the situation was. Use your muse to help you. Let them be your mainstay as you're going through whatever is troubling you. And as soon as possible, look to reestablishing a merry, mirthful, mindful view of the day as it progresses. Draw upon your own mettle to motivate and mobilize your good intentions. Use your physical and mental muscles to strengthen your main intent to make each day absolutely magnificent. Silence old messages that appear when things do not go as planned. Review and simplify your own plan. Try to minimize choices and excuses. Create a simple mantra to say throughout the day when it's difficult. Try to move away from stress and make sure you take time to rest and rejuvenate. I guarantee you a new morning will appear and it will be filled with many major opportunities to magnify your happiness. And like a positive magnet, it will attract good energy and mutually supportive friends who will walk beside you through your life journey. Some of the things I find that I need to just touch base on occasionally within my own head as things sometimes get jumbled up in there. I can't imagine why. But there's certain mistruths that we grew up with that we just need to remind ourselves in the broader adult context are not truths at all. Uh, and often these truths were provided to us by the people we loved and trusted the most, our parents. I know two of my mistruths that I can think of right offhand is food does not fix boo-boos. No matter what your mama told you, a cookie does not make a boo-boo heal one bit faster. But we take that, we incorporate it into our thinking and into our adults' lives, and we use food to soothe, to actually self-soothe as we move along. Food isn't going to really make it better. Yeah, it will give us certain stimulations to the brain that will make us feel a little bit better, but it doesn't fix things, no matter how much we may hope it will. Also, another one that I remember so clearly was dessert is not a reward for healthy eating. I can remember mom always saying to us, eat all your vegetables and then you can have dessert. Well, no, eat healthy should be the better message. Whatever healthy is. And dessert can be really healthy. It doesn't have to be an either or thing where you eat these nasty vegetables that are designated as healthy food in order to get this wonderfully tasting dessert just for cleaning your plate. Talk about leading to overeating. That's always been one that I have contemplated because by the time I ate what my mom fixed, and my mom was an excellent cook, and she did things with vegetables that were outstanding. Uh, I was so full, I did not want whatever that special treat was that was called dessert. It was not an inducement, a carrot to hang in front of me as I walked along. But I need to really look at how even innocent little things like that from childhood can mess with your mind sometimes. Another thing that I have found is really helpful for me as I move through my life is the ability to minimize choices. Uh, I don't know about you, but on a daily basis, I'm pretty busy. And I truly do not always give as much attention to what foods I am selecting uh, for every single meal. And what I found out was I can actually simplify and minimize the choices in this process. And it helps me stay on track much easier. Uh, Again, I tend to pretty much eat the same basic thing for breakfast every single day. Uh, it varies a little bit, but it's basically always the same. Uh, I like yogurt, fruit, and a sprinkle of granola, and I'm good to go. That's me. You do you. Uh, but it doesn't require much prep. Sometimes I treat myself, we all do that. But my basic go-to meal that requires no real thought, and is still healthy and I enjoy. And these are our criteria when you're developing a minimization plan to help you get through the day in the healthiest possible and happiest way is to find that go-to breakfast that you can grab, enjoy, and get along. The same way for me is the lunch menu. I tend to eat pretty much the same thing for lunch. Uh, and it's basically in some salad format. Uh, Again, you do you, I'll do me. You know what your opportunities are, what your situation is, what conveniences you have in place. So tailored to meet your needs and make sure, and I keep repeating this all the time, but I so believe it. Make sure that whatever you pick for that standard lunch that you have is something you really like, that you really enjoy. The food is supposed to bring pleasure. That's part of the process to nurture yourself and to fuel yourself with the healthiest options that you like. Makes you feel so much better. It's not a punishment. Eating healthy should never be viewed as a punishment. It should be viewed as a total pleasure. And we should celebrate it at every chance. Uh, the other thing that I tend to do every day just to keep myself in balance and basically pointed to where I need to go is to remember to move. Uh, People laugh, but I have a little timer that I set to go off every hour. And when that timer goes off, I get up if I'm sitting down and I putz and walk around and do some physical chores or some type of physical activity for 10 minutes. And then I can sit back down again so I don't get so stiff that I have to lever myself out of the chair uh, because I've been so inactive for so long. Um, that's a simple little thing. What does it take for me to maybe I get up, I go out into the laundry room, I do a load of wash, I fold the clothes that have dried, I put them away, and my goodness, 10 minutes is over, and I've walked all over the house doing all this kind of stuff. It's not rocket science. Uh, Also, I try always to verify any medical advice I receive, uh, especially with my healthcare physician. Uh, but I also consider the source of the information that is being passed on to me. Is it vetted? Uh, have there been studies done to prove that it's valid? Uh, I'm not a gimmick person that buys the latest magic pill that may come across the market or the magic food or the magic whatever. I want to know that what I am being told has validity. And I try to always look for the science whenever I'm given something like that. Again, it's that thing, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And you should be very cautious uh, and protective of your health when you're looking at undocumented medical advice. Uh, I also take time to bring forward and recall special memories and to create new ones. We can make memories in the moment at any time with nothing more than a smile. Those are true moments to treasure. Recall them. Say, what difference did I make in someone's life today that was for both of us a magic moment? Let me make note of that and recall it often as I go through life. There is truly magic in each moment when you stay present in your own life. Don't let it pass without seeing how magnificent it is. And find a mantra that will help you live in the moment as a reminder to live your best life right now. I do know there's an old country song that says, if you don't believe in something, you'll fall for anything. And that mantra can protect you from being so gullible that you are grasping at straws for meaning and purpose in your life. My mantra right now for most days is do not dwell in the past or dream of the future. One is gone and one may never be. Concentrate your mind on the moment in which you find yourself. And that's a paraphrase from a much simpler quotation from Buddha. Uh, but it's one that I truly try to follow every single day, which really keeps me in merry moments mood. That mode for me is very important. I like to be happy. I don't know many people that don't like to be happy. And I will make the effort to find the joy to share and to treasure uh, as often as I possibly can. And I hope you do the same because you deserve happiness. You deserve joy. You deserve peace. You deserve to be supported in your life journey for that happy, healthy life. So for today, my word of choice that begins with an M is mantra. Keep empowering yourself each day. And if you would, please, and now that we are halfway through the alphabet, take a moment to record your word or words on your personal positive vocabulary list and to share that word or words with all of us in the comments. And think about all the words, the positive words that you have added to that PPV list in this last 13 weeks that we have been traveling together on this, and how they can truly inform your life for the better every day. I think you're absolutely magnificent, and get yourself out and about and share the beautiful person you are with everyone else. Smiles are free. Make sure you give a lot of them away. Bye for now.